Just want to ask you, second time in 3 years being in the Frozen Four, what's it going to be like?
Exciting. This is always an exciting time of year. It's a great experience to get to the Frozen Four. There's a lot going on, a lot of excitement around it with the banquets and everything. We tell the team to make sure that they're going there and enjoying those experiences, but at the same time, we're going there for one purpose, and that's to win 2 games.
And I was going to ask you a little bit about, obviously, Friday's game. Boston College is pretty formidable. What do you kind of expect to get from that team?
Yeah, we're going to get quite a bit from them, no doubt. Obviously, they're undefeated for a reason. They got a lot of talent on that team, a lot of speed. It's going to take everything we got. I think we're in a good position. I think our girls are confident with the way they're playing right now, and we're coming off a pretty good game. So they're excited. They're just excited to get there and get the games going.
I know the average fan would just see the record and stuff and be impressed, but are they any tougher of a challenge than Minnesota was a couple of years ago to play?
Yeah, they're going to be pretty similar. Obviously, they score a lot of goals. They have a good goaltender. They're deep. They're a deep team, so they're pretty solid in every position in that. So, like I said, you're just going to have to make sure that you're limited in your mistakes and not, giving them free reign out there. And we're going to have to go out there and just kind of work hard and play our style of game and see how the chips fall.
As last year's game kind of a misleading type score too, I think it was pretty one-sided, but do you feel like that was a closer game maybe that it indicates?
Yeah, a little bit. I think it was a 3-1 game until late in the game there when they got one towards the end and then they got an empty netter. But, last year's last year and this year's this year. We're a different team. They're a different team. So, like I said, I think our girls are excited for the challenge.
You're making a second trip to the Frozen Four. What are you kind of expecting to maybe be different this time around?
Yeah, I think a little different. I mean, new team and different experience, I guess, but I think we're getting just as excited, and looking back 2 years ago, I think that helps, with that experience under our belt and for us older girls to carry that into this one. So we're excited.
That's actually, being a senior is just about, the best way you could have a career in playing that Frozen Four game.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you can't end it any other way, and there's just the fact that you go to the final games like of possibility, and I think that means a lot as a senior.
And individually, I was going to say, you had a big Frozen Four last round when you were a sophomore. How do you think you've changed as a player too from 2 years ago to now?
I think
you have a different role.
Yeah, I was just gonna talk about my role. I think being a leader now for the past couple of years, it's definitely a little different. And I guess just like I said, taking my experience from the past Frozen Four and hoping I can carry that on to this year's.
Yeah, I was going to say a little too about playing Boston College. I know obviously their numbers are impressive, but I was just asking Matt, they can't be much tougher maybe than beating Minnesota was a couple of years ago.
No, absolutely not. I think I think it's a good matchup. I think we're gonna have to battle, and they're a really good team. You can't take that away from them. But I think we go out and play Clarkson hockey. We'll be all right.
What are some of the things you kind of picked up from last year's game that can help you this time around too? You just having the experience of playing this team, even though you didn't win the game. Do you feel like that's going to help you that you've played them recently?
Yeah, I think so. I think for everyone to kind of get in their mind how good and skilled they actually are, it really helps. And again, just keeps us focused with what we need to do and sticking to our game plan.
I guess the last thing I'd add was to start about Erin too. I was wondering, how nice is it to have her playing this time around now during Christmas?
It's good. It's nice. Obviously, not to have any injuries or bumps or bruises means a lot to have the full team dressed, and I think that's good. And especially a player like Erin, she's going to contribute no matter what. So that's great.
And even though obviously winning the national championship was great, but was there a little bit of you guys was kind of disappointed that she didn't get to play that year too? Was it something that even though you're happy it was maybe a little?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. She still was there and obviously helped us get there and everything, but I know for her she would have loved to be playing, so I think this time that might motivate her a little bit too.
I was going to ask you about it first before I asked about going Frozen Four, playing Boston College as a defensive player. What kind of challenges are they going to present you guys back there?
Yeah, I think they're like a really offensive-minded team, and they got a lot of skill up front and a lot of speed, so I think it's going to be important for us to take away their time and space and stick within our systems, play as a unit, and I think we'll be successful.
And does it remind you of challenge-wise of playing Minnesota a couple of years ago as far as the offensive side of things?
Yeah, I think the teams, like BC is similar to some of the teams at West, very skilled up front, so I think it is a similar game to Minnesota. Like they're going to be coming at us, taking us on one-on-one, and we're just going to have to be solid back there and take advantage of our opportunities up front.
And obviously you played them a year ago in the quarterfinals. Does it help that you got some recent experience playing them, so it won't be totally new to you guys to see what they can do? It's one thing to watch them on film, but
Yeah. Yeah, actually, we've played them. All 4 years that I've been here, we've actually played them. So, yeah, we played them at least once. So it's good to know a little bit of their tendencies each year. So, yeah, no, I think it's good that we've seen them play a couple times.
I was actually being a senior, how special is this as a way to end your career, even playing Frozen Four games?
Yeah, I mean, the 4 years goes by so fast, and there's nothing more I could ask than to go to the last weekend with the team. So it's gonna be an awesome weekend, and I'm super excited.
And one difference between this time and 2 years ago is assuming that Erin were able to play. How nice is that going to be to have her available?
Sorry.
Oh, this time you have Erin able to play. How nice is that going to be too?
Oh yeah. Having 60 back there is going to be a lot different than the 40 that we had back then. So it's always good to have Erin in the lineup. She brings a lot of skill to the game, and she's very smart out there. And so yeah, definitely an asset.
Yeah, obviously it's a team sport. For individually wise, how big was the last Frozen Four for your own career? That seemed like kind of maybe a time when you first kind of got a lot of people's attention as a player. How big a role did that play? What do you become? Do you think?
Yeah, I think it did. I think for women's hockey, when it gets to the finals, to the Final Four, that's when a lot more people start to watch. So to have been there and for the team to be so successful, I think it draws attention to a lot of the players there. So yeah, I definitely think that last Frozen Four really helped bring attention to a lot of the players on our team.
I'm going to ask, obviously you're very familiar with Frozen Four as a player. What's it feel like to be going there as a coach?
Well, that's exciting. Obviously, a new experience. Never been there on this side of the bench, so really looking forward to it. Excited for the girls. They've worked hard all year, and obviously have seen that, so just happy for them.
One thing I was interested about too is I mentioned you have several teammates on the national team play for Boston College. Is that always a weird experience when you're coaching against people that otherwise are kind of on your side?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, same thing happened to us last year when we played BC. Obviously, 4 of those girls I'll meet up with at the World Championships in a week or so. So, good thing is I know a lot of their tendencies. I've played with and against them for a long time, so that's something from a coaching perspective you can kind of add to the scouting reports and things like that.
Yeah, I didn't want to ask about that. Obviously, Alex is tough to stop anyway, but I mean, do you feel like you could maybe give some tips on things?
Yeah, I can try. I mean, she's a phenomenal player. She's a phenomenal athlete. She works hard for every goal she scores and every point she gets. So she's great on both sides of the puck. She's truly an elite athlete. Obviously, last year, winning the Patty Caz and all that. So it, we'll see what we can do. Obviously, do our best to stop her and keep her off the score sheet, and that's the game plan.
And obviously, we wouldn't know so after Friday night, but there's a chance you could play with Wisconsin too. What would that be like if you got a chance to coach against with them again?
It would be. It's a pretty good situation right there. Obviously, a huge respect for that team and program, and obviously, Coach Johnson and his staff out there. So that'd be obviously a fun game to coach in and be a part of. Got to get past Friday night first, and we'll go from there.
And having you on the bench, will that mean if any early Wisconsin fans get there before their game, that they'll start rooting for Clarkson?
We'll try. I'll try to get him on our side. We'll see.
Yeah, thanks.